Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there that's pushing this word in all truth and sincerity. Alright, this lesson is going to be, a response to, one of my comments that I got on this video entitled, I believe I'm from the tribe of Benjamin, biblical proof, not carnal proof. And the comment that I received was from this individual under the alias of Native European. And it says, this is complete garbage. You really have to bend and twist with several presumptions and use confirmation bias to make these stupid claims. All this video proves is how you're not capable of critical thinking. And then, I just went into the etymology of what presumption meant, just looked up a few of his own words and just, used it against him, all right? Romans 3:3, it says, "For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? The Most High forbid, but let every man be a liar and the Most High true." All right? Because, I've looked up presumption in the etymology, and it comes from the word presume, which I'll get the word presume because it's a little bit more straightforward. All right, it says to take upon oneself, to take liberty, also to take for granted, believe, or accept upon probable evidence, presuppose. All right, it says anticipate, assume. So it's, or literally before, to take, obtain, buy. All right, so it's it means to believe. It's very synonymous with believe, and that's the point that I was getting at. I said what you call presumption, I call faith. If you look up presume and believe in the etymology, you'll find how the two are very similar. And while you're critical of my presumptions, I'm critical of philosophies outside of my presumptions or faith. And to determine whose faith is presumptions are true or false, only time will tell, hence the pre and presumption. Right? So he presumes that, or he has faith that this video is garbage and useless, but I believe otherwise. Then I also quoted Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And also faith is a gift of the Most High. All right. Faith in the Most High gives his elect, his chosen, the faith in himself. And then he gives the ones that he has chosen for destruction false faith, like this individual, And, I also looked up critical thinking. When you go into the word critical, it just means adverse or opposed to what's, accepted. Matter of fact, let me grab it. Let's go to critical. It means expressing adverse or disapproving comments or judgment. So he's critical. It's right to say that he critiqued this video. But I can also say I am capable of critical thinking, because I critique every philosophy and, well, I actually have it. This is 2 Corinthians 10:4. It says, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High, to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High." So we critique everything that exalteth itself against the Most High, the knowledge of the Most High, which is this word, which is believing in Yahweh through his Son Yahweh Shai, and their true names, and in their true doctrine, right? What they say and what they stand by, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. And that's critical thinking, all right? So I'm very capable of critical thinking, but I also agree that presumptions and use of confirmation bias is used But these are not stupid claims, for they do have uh, um, uh, um, what's the word? They do have literature to back it up and history. All right. And if he just watched this video, I'm pretty sure that at the very beginning, I quoted Titus 3 and 9, which was to say, hey, look, if you want carnal proof, you're not going to find it. Titus 3 and 9. Let me see. Yeah. It says, but avoid foolish questions and genealogies and contentions and strivings about the law, for they are unprofitable and vain. All right. So if you want to go back and forth between, foolish questions and what you perceive uh, to be true in your, vain books, and if you want to bring up genealogies, they're vain because history has been tampered with, and that's also talked about in the scriptures. How Esau has, uh, well, matter of fact, let me grab Job 9 and 24. So I'd rather not talk about it, I'd rather get it. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The Renaissance period. That's a documented historical fact of when they destroyed a lot of icons and painted over them. All right. And also in the time of Maccabees, you can read about that in First Maccabees, how the Greeks sought to paint the likeness of their own image, and those were Edomites. All right. What else? Oh yeah, that word bias just means prejudice, and when you go into the word prejudice, it just means to judge before. And the only one authorized to judge before anything happens is the Most High, because He created all things. Right? He knows He's omnipotent, omnipowerful, and knows what's going to happen, and He predetermines things. So He knows how to judge before that. And if you have an understanding of His judgments, which are written in the scriptures, you will be able to have prejudice or to judge before. So prejudice in favor of or against one thing, person, or group compared with another, usually in a way considered to be unfair, but not always. That's usually. All right? But what does Romans 9 say about calling the Most High unfair because of His prejudice? This is Romans 9 and 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, so before they were born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand, not of works, but of Him that calleth. So He judged before. He was prejudiced. And it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. That is the judgment before they were born. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For He saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but the Most High that showeth mercy. All right? So the Most High is prejudiced. All right? The Most High is presumptuous. And He does use confirmation bias. All right? Because let's go into the etymology of the word bias. Let's see. It says oblique and diagonal line. Sideways, against grain. Undue propensity or prejudice. you know? Let's get the definition. English definition of bias. Thought it went into choose. I mean, that, prejudice and choosing. Prejudice. Did I spell it right? Preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience. So, the Most High choosing Israelites to be his favorite people, that was an act of prejudice, all right? It was without reason. He just chose it, all right? So everything, all the judgment that takes forward is the purpose of him choosing, all right? And, so the point that I had made in my comment here, it says, while you're critical of my presumptions, I meant to put me, my presumptions or beliefs, which I already went into. I am critical of philosophies outside of my presumptions or faith, and to determine whose faith is presumptuous or whose faith or presumptions are true or false, only time will tell. Hence the pre and presumptions, right? Because that means to, choose before it happens. And, as the scriptures say, they shall know that a prophet was among them. That's Ezekiel, what is it? Ezekiel 33 and 33. And we'll get Ezekiel 2 and 25 too. But this is Ezekiel 33 and 33. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. And that's what it means to prophesy. Is when you go into the word prophesy, it means to say before. So when it happens, that's when people will understand that a prophet was among them. Let's go back and get Ezekiel 2 and 5. I'll start at 4. It says, for they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house. So some people are going to hear it and believe, and some people are going to hear it and rebel, And it says, yet shall know that there hath been a prophet among them. All right, because when it happens, when it's proven that, when it manifests that, you're going to have Irish, all right, coming from the tribe of Benjamin, from the nation of Israel, then it's going to be proven. Then you're going to know that a prophet was among you, it's trying to explain these things to you. And it's going to be known that you were one to forbear instead of to hear. So it says, and thou, son of man, be not afraid of them, neither be afraid of their words, because he tried to use, all these fancy words. All you have to do is look them up and see which ones apply to the meaning, and then, don't be afraid of them, basically. Through briars and thorns be with thee, and thou dost well among scorpions. Be not afraid of their words, nor be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. So, and thou shalt speak my words unto them, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are most rebellious. So I'm not looking to persuade you, native European, all right? We're only here for an elect. We're only here for, the bias, the election, right? And we're looking to to confirm those elect, all right? And it will be confirmed in a matter of time. I also grabbed this. This is Hebrews 11 and 1. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right, so presumptions is the evidence of things that are hoped for. We hope in these scriptures. We are prisoners of hope. The scriptures say that we're prisoners of hope. And it's the evidence of things not seen. There's not enough carnal proof, because I mean, you can't see the Most High with your own eyes, all right? I mean, it's just that simple. I mean, yeah, if you're looking for carnal proof, you're not gonna find it, all right? Because the scriptures say it is impossible to please the Most High without faith. It's in the 11th chapter. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I'll just keep reading. It says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because the Most High had translated him. For before his translation he had his testimony that he pleased the Most High. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So you being faithless automatically destroys you. You having faith in anything other than the Most High, Yahweh through his son Yahushai, automatically, is adverse to him, the creator of your very existence. So you trying to critique the Most High is going to destroy you automatically. It is impossible to please the Most High without faith, without presumptions. All right? Now, you can have false presumptions, you can have false faith. And like I said, time will tell. Time will tell. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. And again, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. Peace and blessings to the elect out there. Shalom.